And back here at North Lincoln High School, home of the Knights, as this is currently the Carolina Trust Bank Stadium pregame show here on WLON 1050 AM, as this broadcast is brought to you by Ronaldo Auto Mall in Shelby. Get yourself a Honda, Kia, GMC, Buick, Cadillac, maybe the perfect gift for a loved one for this holiday season. And Ken, you know, we were at the East Lincoln-Lincolnton game last Friday, and East Lincoln, they had a lot of open shots from behind the arc, but they just weren't falling in, and that seemed to be the main problem for East Lincoln last Friday night.
Yes, you know, several good three-point shooters, but they just weren't falling against Lincoln, and once they fell behind, they had trouble catching up. Lincoln took pretty good care of the basketball, and they weren't able to stay with them, but if they'd have hit some outside shots, it'd been a much closer game. So I look for them to probably shoot better tonight against the North Lincoln team, and I haven't seen the Knights play yet, so I'm anxious to see what they look like.
Well, they kind of are a similar team, except they don't have a guy like Kabian McClendon down in the low and the center. So that's something that's we're going to have to look out for tonight. But yeah, you mentioned the three-point numbers. I mean, as a percentage, they're 30%, but a guy like John Bean wasn't making that many shots. He actually, 30%. He's 42% from behind the arc, which is excellent. You got Jake Mott, who's 33%. Colson Leach, 33%. I mean, not the best, but you know, they were making they were missing a lot of open shots, and they just weren't going in for them. So, I don't. Do you think this will continue into tonight, or do you think this is just a one-game thing that happened for East Lincoln?
I think they'll shoot better tonight. Lincoln had a pretty athletic team, and the problem with against Lincoln, not only were they missing open shots outside, but Lincoln really controlled the board, so they was only getting one shot, and so they weren't getting many second shots.
Yeah, so I mean, Lincoln won the game. I think 62-48 was the score, and also we haven't mentioned Sidney Dollar and Colson Leach were in foul trouble to the point where Colson Leach fouled out late in the game, which was East Lincoln's main source of offense this past week.
And Sidney Dollar missed a good portion of that game, got in foul trouble early, and had to set out a good bit of the first half, and then he got two quick fouls, and he got his fourth foul quickly in the second half, and he ended up just not getting in a rhythm. I think he only had one basket on the night, and they really missed him being on the court. As you said, he's a good facilitator, moves the ball, keeps the passes going, and he wasn't out there most of the time.
Yeah, I mean, Sidney Dollar, his averages kind of dipped down from last week. It's now at 9.2 points per game, 9.7 rebounds per game, and 4 assists per game. But, I mean, you're still getting those numbers. And another thing we noticed, too, in the second half was Cordell Littlejohn, Jamal Littlejohn, whenever the ball went into the paint to Kabian McClendon, they just double-teamed him, and it really flustered him last Friday night.
Yeah, he hit shots inside when he got them, but it was difficult for him to get good shots, open shots inside, and he's not quite as good at creating a shot as some of the other guys are inside. So he was frustrated. They did concentrate on him. I look for him to have a bigger game tonight, and he probably is going to have a little bit of a height advantage against this North Lincoln squad.
Yeah, the tallest guy on the team for North Lincoln is the quarterback of North Lincoln, Reed McCrory, who's about 6'3", 6'4". Will Thornhill's about that size too, but you know, North doesn't have that size that a team like East Lincoln or Lincolnton has with as many players. So definitely East Lincoln and Coach Hancock might be looking to give Kabian a big part of tonight's game plan.
Yeah, I would think to try to get it inside, take advantage of that height advantage they've got inside, and then, you know, he can kick it back out for those three-point shooters like Leach and Beam.
Yeah, so like I said, I don't think Beam's going to be struggling tonight. He's going against guys he went to school with, because he did transfer over to East Lincoln before his freshman year. He was at North Lincoln, so he's got some familiarity with some of these guys here. But here at North Lincoln High School right now, the heat is on here at this basketball stadium. I mean, you just go outside into the main facilities, the main hallways, and it feels cool. It feels about 70 degrees, but you come in here, it's about 90 degrees. But I tell you what, Ken, this is the largest I've seen the student section here since about my sophomore, junior year here. So we'll preview North Lincoln when we come back and tell you about these Knights, because we haven't had a game for the Knights in a while here on WLON 1050 AM. And they have done a pretty good job so far, and we'll tell you why when we come back here on Ronaldo Auto Mall's broadcast of high school basketball on WLON 1050 AM.
Every morning is different for everybody. Nate gets up for the early shift, while Brad is just getting home from the night shift. Pam runs a PR and a 5K, while Drew runs late to work. Beth proposes a road trip to her boyfriend, while Mark proposes to his girlfriend. Luckily, there's a McDonald's for every morning.
Start your morning with a rich, smooth, and freshly brewed McCafe coffee. And now, get any size for just $1 at McDonald's. Limited time offer. Price of participation may vary. A la carte only.
When you need a ride, Specialized Transport has exactly what you're looking for, serving Gaston, Lincoln, Catawba, Burke, Caldwell, and Cleveland counties. Specialized Transport has your area covered. Ambulatory, wheelchair, and geriatric chair transport. Handicap transportation services and non-medical transport services are available as well. When you need a ride, call Dean Hastings at 704-735-5676. Specialized Transport will get you where you need to be. 704-735-5676.
Shuttle service to the Charlotte Airport is now available from Specialized Transport.
'Cause I saddle up my horse and I ride into the city.
It's time to get ready for Christmas at Al Lane Motorsports in Lincoln. Come in now and see the new Can-Am DS70, the Can-Am DS90, and the new Can-Am DSX90, all ready to ride. Also check out the new Kemco 270. And Al Lane Motorsports is golf carts. Totally street legal and ready to roll with a 2-year warranty starting at $56.99. Fun for the entire family starts at Al Lane Motorsports, Highway 27 east of Lincoln.
We're community-minded. We believe in what we do. We love this town. We live in just like you.
We're a community bank. That's why we always try to approach things from a community-minded point of view. When something is in the best interest of the communities we serve, it's good for us as well. We're community-minded, just like you.
Carolina Trust Bank, member FDIC. Community-minded, just like you.
We're community-minded, just like you.
Carolina Trust Bank with 3 offices in Lincoln, also in Gastonia, Denver, Forest City, Hickory, Lake Lure, and Vail. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
'Cause I saddle up my horse and
And back here at North Lincoln High School, you're currently listening to the Carolina Trust Bank pregame show. East Lincoln calling off the Dogs, getting their bench out for the girls' game. They're currently up 50-26 with under 2 minutes left. And Ken, it's hard to believe that this was a close game for most of the first half.
Yes, it was. And I know Destiny Johnson got in foul trouble, but the first quarter, I think it was 10-9 or 9-9 or something like that. So it was really tight most of the first half, but second half is a completely different story as East Lincoln's broken out on top and got this one well in hand, it looks like.
Well, now let's talk about the North Lincoln Knights. You know, they're kind of the unknown of Lincoln County, spent the last 4 years in the Northern Piedmont Conference where they definitely took their fair share of losses and tough losses at that, going against teams that are twice the size of them, twice as good as them. And now they're back in the 2A level, and they're already starting to see some benefits as they've started 4-3 overall.
Yes, and I'm glad to see them back in here playing their natural rivalries, the other teams in Lincoln County, and being in this South Fork 2A conference. And you're more familiar with it than I am, Smoke, because you've got a lot of roots down here at North Lincoln and know a lot of the players, a lot of fans, and I'm anxious to see this team and see how they play.
Well, they got some good three-point shooters. Lance Bailey's the point guard. He can pass it real well. Luke Johnson, if you give him any space on the corner three or at the edge, I mean, it's going to be hard to stop him shooting threes when he's on. And look, the main one I want to talk about here, Jack Carter. He's only a freshman. From what I heard with Coach Booker, he is making his first start tonight. Now, talk about giving him any space. If you give him any space, Ken, he is going to make you pay. That's the type of shooter he is.
So he's deadly.
Yeah, he's not fully there yet, but he's starting to get to that dead-eye shooter, and he's only a freshman too. So I mean,
wow.
If he's, I've seen him when he's on. It's hard to miss him. I was talking with Coach Booker a couple weeks ago. He said, you know, when he was in 7th grade, he went to Davidson basketball camp, and he made 85 straight free throws right in front of the coaches at Davidson College.
Wow.
So it just shows you what type of player he is. But you know, North Lincoln still, you know, they're a veteran team. They got 7 seniors overall. 4 of them are starters. And the weird thing is they have a lot of young talent on that JV team. They've only lost 1 game JV-wise, and they're about a year or 2 away, I think, but they're starting to show the promise that they haven't had since about 2010, 2011.
Well, if they have a very good JV team and already got Carter up there. He's a freshman. He's playing well on the varsity. It probably bodes pretty well for their future.
Oh yeah, I mean this is something that North Lincoln hasn't experienced, and it's really changed the culture. Because last year, looking at the student section, there's about 3 or 4 rows deep, hardly anyone there. Now they're about 12 rows deep as the game just concluded with East Lincoln winning the girls' game 52-30. And now we await the guys who come out for tonight's game. A lot of familiar faces out here. See Cameron Dollar about to come into the arena here. As pretty jam-packed, not many seats available. It's not as jam-packed as it was at Lincolnton last weekend, but still a lot of people at this game tonight.
I'm impressed by the crowd. Like you said, it's not as big a crowd as Lincoln had, but there's not that many empty seats in here.
So people starting to get adjusted. We got the East Lincoln student section about 10 to 15 feet away from us to the left. We're right behind the scores table. We got a clear view of the North Lincoln student section. It's a Christmas night for them. Got a guy dressed as a gingerbread man, a literal gingerbread man. I mean,
yeah, I was looking at some of those outfits over there. I didn't know what was going on, but I got one guy over there that looks like he's in a robe, but I couldn't figure that out. But now I understand.
Oh, he's dressed up as Randy Quaid from Christmas Vacation.
Oh, okay.
I got talking to him. I say, I mean, he just won Christmas there. When you dress up like him, anything from Christmas Vacation is a win for me. But this North Lincoln team, 4-3, almost beat Lake Norman Charter last week. Point loss. So, I mean, impressive. This is going to be a close game here tonight, folks, possibly. And especially for rivalry game, you turn everything up to 11 as North Lincoln enters support. And now we can barely hear. So, we'll take a quick timeout, and when we come back, we'll get more pregame coverage.
Think your dream home is out of reach? Think again. At Silver Point Homes in Lincoln, they provide quality custom construction and the luxury amenities you want at an exceptional value. Whether you're a first-time home buyer or an empty nester looking to downsize, we have the perfect home for you. Visit silverpointhomes.com to learn more or stop by our Lincoln Sales Center to tour our model homes. Let our friendly staff help you visualize your dream. Silver Point Homes, making your dream home a reality. New models now on display. Silver Point Homes, East Main Street, Lincoln. Thinking about a new Cadillac? The time has never been better than now at Renato Cadillac Buick GMC in Shelby. How about 0% financing for 72 months on the all-new 2017 Cadillac sedans and the new 2017 Cadillac Escalades? And get 0% financing for 60 months on the new 2017 Cadillac XT5. Come in for all the details at Renato Cadillac Buick GMC at Renato Auto Mall, 4423 East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby. Online at RenatoCadillac.com.
'Cause I saddle up my horse and I ride into the city. Where was thunder?
It's the Yamaha Revving the Holiday Sales Event at Full Throttle Power Sports in Gastonia. Get low financing for a limited time, like 1.99% APR financing and 2.99% APR financing. Coming in for all the details. For a full lineup, visit the website at ncfullthrottle.com. But better yet, come on by and save big during the Revving the Holiday Sales Event going on right now at Full Throttle Power Sports, exit 22 off I-85 in Gastonia.
Most of us understand that without daily attention to our teeth and regular visits to the dentist, painful dental conditions and tooth loss would result. Your dog and cat need dental care too. Most dogs and cats need a dental cleaning at least once, if not twice yearly. And know that November is dental month at Lincolnton Animal Hospital. Now, if you had your teeth cleaned at the dentist and then didn't brush your teeth at home, what kind of shape do you think your teeth and breath would be in? Yuck. See Lincolnton Animal Hospital today or call 704-732-0728.
'Cause I saddle up my horse and I...
The Dodge Big Finish 2017 is underway at Abernathy Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram in Lincoln. Get up to $4,000 total cash allowance on the new 2017 Dodge Journey and get 0% financing for 72 months plus $1,000 bonus cash on the new 2017 Dodge Charger and no monthly payments for 90 days. See Abernathy Chrysler Jeep Dodge for all the details during the Dodge Big Finish 2017 at Abernathy Chrysler Jeep Dodge, 1442 East Main Street, Lincoln. Your CarQuest dealer is Eddie's Auto Parts. And now Eddie's Auto Parts is your authorized dealer for Summit Racing Equipment, plus rough country lift kits. Get your lawnmower batteries and automotive detailing and cleaning supplies too. So race on in to Eddie's Auto Parts, 2514 East Main Street in Lincoln.
When you want some help from a fellow car lover, it's all in one place, as you'll discover. Roll in to CarQuest and roll on.
Classic Ford Lincoln in Shelby announces their year-end sales event. Get holiday savings across Ford's entire line of 2017 models. Get 0% APR Ford credit financing for 72 months, plus $1,000 Ford credit cash. That's right, 0% financing plus $1,000 cash. Offer good on the Focus, C-Max, Fusion, Mustang, Taurus, Edge, Escape, Explorer, Expedition, F-150 trucks, and even the Transit and Transit Connect vans. See dealer for details. Classic Ford Lincoln, 1775 East Dixon Boulevard, Shelby. Online at classicfordofshelby.com.
Doctor, what's wrong with my husband?
Let's take a look. CKDKDS Macron. Oh, yes, I've seen this before. Your husband has coyote fever.
Coyote fever?
Yes, he's obviously learned of the hot deals going on now at your local Coyote tractor dealer.
Is this serious?
Very serious. Now's the best time to buy one of the best-selling tractors on the market. If you care at all about your husband, you'll drive him over to the Coyote dealer now. Oh, and I'm writing you a prescription for great deals on all implements, too.
Your Coyote dealer is West End Sales, Highway 1827 intersection in Vale.
And back here at North Lincoln High School, about 5 minutes away from introductions and tip-off here at North Lincoln High School, home of the Knights. You're currently listening to the Carolina Trust Bank Stadium pregame show. It's a Renato Automall broadcast here of high school basketball on WLON 1050 AM. As tonight, a county matchup between the Knights of North Lincoln and the Mustangs of East Lincoln. And Ken, when we look at this conference here, kind of a must-win for both teams not to fall below 500 before all the Christmas tournaments and Christmas break.
Yeah, there's some tournaments coming up. I understand both teams will probably be really busy, and you know, you don't want to lose a conference game this early if you can help it. So obviously it is a big game, both teams.
Both teams are 1-1. North Lincoln Bandies, East Lincoln, and Lake Norman Charter all at 1-1. You got Newton Conover and West Lincoln at 0-2. And at the top of the conference is a tie for first between Maiden and Lincolnton, both at 2-0. The only undefeated teams in the conference. Tonight, looking at last week's games, we had some close ones between North Lincoln and Lake Norman Charter. Lake Norman Charter edged out a North Lincoln comeback, beating them 57-52. Maiden took care of business against West Lincoln 68-38. As we talked about the game earlier, Lincolnton beat East Lincoln 62-48. And also Bandy's able to edge out Newton Conover, beating them 59-53. Now, looking at tonight's slate of games that are going on right now, Bandy's is going to Lincolnton. Lake Norman Charter is at Maiden, as that's going to be a big game down about 10 minutes away from here between the Blue Devils and the Knights of Lake Norman Charter. And Newton Conover's traveling to West Lincoln both, so we will only have one winless team after tonight with West Lincoln and Newton Conover playing each other. And of course, the game we're doing right now between East Lincoln and North Lincoln. Now, when you look at this conference right now, who stands out as some of the early favorites? It's got to be Maiden and Lincolnton right now.
That's what and I'm not surprised by Lincoln, a little bit surprised by Maiden, but Maiden always seem to play well, whether it be football, basketball, they're always competitive. So right now, it looks like Lincoln, Maiden, and then East Lincoln, I would think, would be the top three.
Well, East Lincoln's at 1-1, Lake Norman Charter at 1-1 too. A lot tonight, East Lincoln has a chance to get above 500 and get themselves spaced back up, but if they lose here tonight, they'll be 1-2 heading into the Christmas breaks and the tournaments and all that, and I think they don't want to lose two straight to a county opponent.
And that would be a disappointment for East Lincoln to drop two early conference games to county rivals. So it is a big game for them.
Yeah, it's been about 6 or 7 years since North Lincoln won their home court against East Lincoln. You have to go all the way back to the 2010-2011 season when North Lincoln had Gray Brotherton, and they shocked everyone, stormed the court, and beat East Lincoln. That's the last time I believe they have won here at home against East Lincoln. So a lot going for tonight as the 4-3 Knights will take on the 4-2 East Lincoln Mustangs. And when we come back, we'll have tip-off here at North Lincoln High School. You've been listening to the Carolina Trust Bank Stadium pregame show on WLON 1050 AM.
Classic Ford Lincoln in Shelby announces their year-end sales event. Get holiday savings across Ford's entire line of 2017 models. Get 0% APR Ford credit financing for 72 months, plus plus $1,000 Ford credit cash. That's right, 0% financing plus $1,000 cash. Offer good on the Focus, C-Max, Fusion, Mustang, Taurus, Edge, Escape, Explorer, Expedition, F-150 trucks, and even the Transit and Transit Connect vans. See dealer for details. Classic Ford Lincoln, 1775 East Dixon Boulevard, Shelby. Online at classicfordofshelby.com.
Doctor, what's wrong with my husband?
Let's take a look.
CKDKDS Macron.
Ah, yes, I've seen this before. Your husband has coyote fever.
Coyote fever?
Yes, he's obviously learned of the hot deals going on now at your local Coyote tractor dealer.
Is this serious?
Very serious. Now's the best time to buy one of the best-selling tractors on the market. If you care at all about your husband, you'll drive him over to the Coyote dealer now. Oh, and I'm writing you a prescription for great deals on all implements, too.
Your Coyote dealer is West End Sales, Highway 1827 intersection in Vail. Having trouble finding a car or truck at a price you can afford? Your troubles are over when you stop in at Milholland Automotive in Lincoln. At Milholland Automotive in Lincoln, they make buying a pre-owned vehicle easy. No credit, no money to put down. Milholland Automotive has the banks to get you approved. Come see the selection today at Milholland Automotive, 423 West Main Street in Lincoln. Visit the website at milhollandautomotive.com for a complete list of inventory, or give them a call at 704-736-1000. That's Milholland Automotive in Lincoln. The Orange Opportunity Sales Event is underway at Parker Farm Service in Kings Mountain. Come in now and ask about 0% financing for 84 months on select Kubota tractors with a big 6-year warranty. Come on in for all the details and don't miss it. The Orange Opportunity Sales Event underway now at Parker Farm Service, located at 126 Bessie Drive off the Oak Grove Road and Highway 74 bypass in Kings Mountain.
Back here at North Lincoln High School as the introduction's about to go underway and just about a minute or two away from tip-off. I want to thank our pregame show sponsor, Carolina Trust Bank. Of course, this is a broadcast of Ronaldo Auto Mall of High School basketball on WLON 1050 AM. I want to give a shout-out to our other sponsors. The free throws tonight will be sponsored by Eddie's Auto Parts in Lincoln, right beside the McDonald's. And the scoreboard tonight will be sponsored by First Federal Savings Bank. As halftime show will be sponsored by Abernathy Chrysler Jeep Dodge. And of course, when we go to Ken for the stats, that's going to be sponsored by What's Up Shopper. Our stadium postgame show is sponsored by West End Sales. Our sub of the game will be sponsored by Subway, of course. And our player of the game will be sponsored by Campers Inn and Kings Mountain. Of course, we want to thank all these sponsors because without them, these broadcasts would not be possible. So it's time, the holiday season, maybe try to go and buy something from one of these businesses so you can give a Christmas gift.
Absolutely. We're about ready to get this underway. Evan?
Yeah, starting lineup's being introduced now for East Lincoln. Of course, KB McClendon coming over from West Lincoln this year. Sidney Dollar, who the younger brother of Cameron Dollar. And number 10, John Bean, a junior, who's starting to get more playing time. Of course, a deadly three-point shooter, can't leave him open. And Colson Leach, the main scorer for the Mustangs, now being introduced. And number 23, Ben Zirkle, is now being introduced, who made a great donation to the Stand Firm Foundation that was started because of B.J. Correll, a former North Lincoln student who passed away a year ago. He donated $400 to the Stand Firm Foundation, Warrior Foundation. So great job by this young man. As John Hancock, coach for the Mustangs, his first year over from Mallard Creek is now North Lincoln being introduced, and they're introducing the freshman first, number 1, Jack Carter. As you can barely hear yourself right now with these, both the student sections are deep, packed, and they're going crazy here.
Yes, they are.
Nick McKinney now coming out to junior, and number 10, Luke Johnson now coming out. Can't leave him open. Both players that are wearing number 10 tonight are very good from behind the arc. As Lance Bailey, the point guard, now being introduced. And, of course, the quarterback who broke all the passing and touchdown records this year for North Lincoln as a senior, Reed McCoy, being introduced. That's the center tonight for North Lincoln. The Knights are coached by Tremaine Booker in his 4th season as the Knights coach. Of course, with Britt Snyder, former football coach at the middle school, and former North Lincoln Knight Paul Regan is his other assistant coach.
And we're ready to get this one underway. Getting ready to toss it up here mid-court. Delighted to be here with you, with Evan, to bring you this county rival game.
East Lincoln in an all green tops, green bottoms. North Lincoln in an all white with blue on the shoulders. And we are about ready to get this one underway here at North Lincoln High School. Hardly a seat to be found between these two rivals. KB McClendon and Reed McCrory are on the jump ball, and John Bean gets the ball, and it's quickly tapped and deflected by Lance Bailey. Stopped the fast break bucket potentially for Sidney Dollar, and now Sidney Dollar inbounds it from the side. East Lincoln going left to right on the radio dial, and North will be going right to left. Ben Zirkle gets the ball from on the inbounds pass, being guarded by McKinney. It's a pass across the court to John Bean. Gets it inside to Sidney Dollar. Now outside to Colson Leach. He shoots a corner three. In and out, no good. Rebound tip, but got by Lance Bailey. Bailey with a cross-court pass to Luke Johnson, who has to back up in a bad pass. He gets behind Jack Carter, but is he able to get it? Slow it down a little bit. Gives it to Johnson on the corner. Trying to find some lane past Colson Leach, but he'll give it up to Lance Bailey. Bailey now calling the offense, being instructed by Coach Booker. He'll give it to Carter. Give it to Johnson. Johnson trying to get it into Carter, but can't. Will give it to Lance Bailey, who's going to drive it into the lane, loses control of it, gets a shot up, no good, and now a jump ball is going to be called, but it's going to be in North Lincoln's possession. So it looked like Lance Bailey lost control of the ball as he was going up for it, but luckily for him, he gets a jump ball in his favor. He'll get the inbounds pass, trying to get it in. He'll get it into McKinney at the right wing. And now he's going to try to drive it on Zirkle, give a cross-court pass to Luke Johnson. Might have been tipped on the shot. It's no good. Rebounded by KB McClendon. Ben Zirkle going up court pretty quickly. Gets Colson Leach, actually does. And now inbounds pass to McClendon, and it rolls in. First basket of the game goes to Kevian McClendon, the newest guy from East Lincoln. Lance Bailey gets it across half court, being guarded heavily by Ben Zirkle. Gets some separation, going to drive it into the lane, and banks it in for a layup. And just like that, it's 2-2, tie ball game. McClendon gets across half court quickly. Gives it across to John Bean, shoots it for a corner three. It's up, and it's in. John Bean needed to see that shot go in after struggling mightily from behind the arc against Lincoln last Friday. Bailey gets it inside to Reed McCrory, trying to get it past Sidney Dollar. Pump fakes, gets it up. Shot no good. North Lincoln fans want the foul. They won't get it. Sidney Dollar now passing it cross court to Ben Zirkle. Zirkle passes it corner three for John Bean. Can he get it again? No, he cannot. Rebound tipped. Last touch by Sidney Dollar. I think Reed McCrory has himself a nose that's bleeding a little bit here.
Yeah, I think he got hit a little bit and was looking for a foul on that shot.
Yeah, Will Thornhill will have to check in. He plays center most of the time, but he's had to make some changes recently. Lance Bailey now going across half court slowly, being guarded by Ben Zirkle. He gets across half court. Ben Zirkle wanted to push off there, but it's not going to get it. Now McKinney has the ball on the right wing, getting a screen from Luke Johnson. And now it's a pick and roll screen, and Luke Johnson gets it. Back to McKinney at the top of the key to Jack Carter, who's being guarded by Sidney Dollar. Carter gets it out, gives it to Lance Bailey, who's going to set the offense up again for the Knights. And Carter finds himself open, but Sidney Dollar quickly gets back on him. Lance Bailey now driving into the lane and fakes a pass to Luke Johnson. Pass is tipped and stolen by John Bean. And then behind it, and Jack Carter takes the ball back. He's driving into the lane, and the freshman gets it in there. His first basket against East Lincoln. Colson Leach driving past the three-point line, and a foul call is going to be called on Jack Carter, as the North Lincoln student section letting East Lincoln know that Jack Carter got the steal and the basket. He's only a freshman. Inbounds pass goes past. They're trying to get an alley-oop on Sidney Dollar, stolen by Nick McKinney, then pass it to Lance Bailey, and he was fouled before the shot went up. And it'll be an inbounds pass on the baseline. So a foul on Kevian McClendon. That's the team's first foul, so one foul for each team so far. Lance Bailey trying to get the inbound pass, does on Luke Johnson. The pass is blocked as Luke Johnson's trying to go up on it. Sidney Dollar was all over him, and it's going to be still North Lincoln ball. Just about 2.5 minutes into this first quarter, it's a 5-4 lead for East Lincoln. Carter swings it across, and now inside to Will Thornhill. Shot is no good, and a foul on Luke Johnson as John Bean got the rebound. You can't miss those shots in these types of games, Ken.
Yeah, that was a gimme there.
You had no one on him. Lance Bailey with a great heads-up pass, but just short there by Will Thornhill. Now slowing down the pace is Ben Zirkle. She's being guarded about half court by McKinney. A pass to Colson Leach, now to John Bean. It's going to be a jumper on the baseline, and it's in and good. 5 quick points for John Bean, going against guys he's familiar with since he played for North Lincoln Middle School. Lance Bailey has the ball across half court. Passes it to Jack Carter on the left wing. Carter trying to find Lance Bailey to get himself some room. Gets a pick from Will Thornhill. Now goes inside and now passes outside to Luke Johnson, who gets a three up. And it's good. Nothing but net. As I said, you can't leave Luke Johnson open. He's got the tongue sticking out. Colson Leach passes it outside to Ben Zirkle on the baseline, who gives it up to John Bean. Bean goes inside in a tough situation, and a late foul call is going to be called on Jack Carter. And just like that, the freshman has 2 fouls on him.
You have to be careful now. Let's see what the coach, he's leaving him in for the moment.
Well, Jack Carter usually is playing off the bench as a 6th man as they're quickly getting Mac McMahon going into the game. Mac McMahon played 2 years on JV, then moved to Davidson Day last year, and with the football program folding up, he came back to North Lincoln for his senior year. Colson Leach with the inbounds pass. Ben Zirkle left wide open, but he's not taking a shot. Going to get it. Colson Leach on the left wing being guarded by McMahon. Now McKinney picks him up, and he's going across the other side of the court to give it up to Zirkle, and then find Bean on the left wing. And now a tip pass is found by Sidney Dollar. The shot is up and in. Talk about getting lucky. The pass was deflected. It was going toward KB McClendon, and Sidney Dollar, Johnny on the spot, gets the layup to take the lead back for East Lincoln. Nick McKinney controlling the offense, gives it to Johnson, who gives it to McMahon, who's on the left wing, left corner. Tries to get it in pass, gets it past Sidney Dollar. Layup, no good. Rebounded by Colson Leach. Colson Leach going across half court, and he's going to get a spot-up jumper. It's up, no good. Rebounded by Luke Johnson. Halfway through this first quarter, as Lance Bailey now has the ball for the Knights. 9-7 East Lincoln leading on the First Federal Savings Bank scoreboard. Lance Bailey drives it in and kicks it out to Mac McMahon for a corner 3. It's up and in! Matt McMahon with the corner 3 to give the Knights the lead, as North has already hit 2 3-pointers early on in this game. Zirkle has the ball, gets it across half court, gets tripped up a little bit, now gives it to Sidney Dollar, cuts in, shot up, no good. Will Thornhill with the rebound, gets it out to Lance Bailey. He drives it in, fast break point, up and in! And now Ben Zirkle has the ball across half court, trying to give it to KB McClendon at the top of the key. He does. He gets past it to Sidney Dollar. It's past 2 Knights. The shot is up, no good. Rebound Will Thornhill. Now North Lincoln driving again, and pass to McKinney. McKinney gets past John Bean. Now trying to get it to Lance Bailey, and he does, and they're going to slow it down just a little bit. Yeah, had a pick and roll they missed there. And now Will Thornhill has it at the corner, gives it up to Lance Bailey. Now to Luke Johnson, swings it over to McMahon and to McKinney on the right. Coach Booker demanding them to move, and McKinney gives it up to McMahon. He's going to drive it into the lane. Weird shot, no good. Sidney Dollar with the rebound. Sidney Dollar being guarded heavily. He's driving past 2-3 defenders, kicks it out to John Bean, up for a corner 3. Short, rebounded by McClendon. He gets the shot up and in. As that size and that wingspan is definitely going to be trouble for the Knights tonight. That's Bailey slowly going across half court as we speak right now. 2:30 remaining in the first quarter. North Lincoln leads by 1. Luke Johnson has it on the left. He's driving it in, and he gets fouled while he was going up for the shot, but let's see if they're going to say it's a foul shot or not, and it looks like it's not. The foul's going to be on Colson Leach. They said it was not a shot, so now checking back into the game is Reed McCrory and Ryan Dolan checking in for the Knights. Also Alden Horn checking in for the Mustangs for the first time tonight, as North Lincoln incorporates their bench more often than East Lincoln does. Lance Bailey with the inbounds pass, and a foul call on John Bean as he was holding Ryan Dolan. He doesn't agree with the call. And just like that, 2 quick fouls for the Mustangs.
Team's third.
Lance Bailey with the inbounds pass yet again. He gets the ball from the referee. This is on McKinney. And now pass to Reed McCrory on the inbounds pass just in time. Luke Johnson has the ball now at the top of the key, directing the offense, gets McKinney to move to the left. He gets a lot of room, and then gives it up to Lance Bailey, who's pump fakes, going to drive it in. He gets a little shot up, it bounces on the rim, and it gets in. The favorable roll for Lance Bailey. And just like that, so 1 possession game yet again. John Bean drives it into the lane, kicks it out, almost stolen, gets it to Ben Zirkle. Now cross-court pass to Colson Leach, who thinks about shooting a 3, but is going to drive it into the lane, kick it out to KB McClendon. No, the pass is stolen by Nick McKinney, who's driving into the lane, 2-on-1, stolen, and now it's picked up by Alden Horn. Horn now gets it back over to Colson Leach. He's going to take the corner 3. It's up and in. And it's tied with 1:47 remaining in the first quarter. 14 all. Nick McKinney takes the ball on the right wing, gives it up to Reed McCrory, who's now being double teamed in the corner. He gets it off John Bean's left thigh, and that's going to be out of bounds, North Lincoln ball. Lance Bailey will take the inbounds pass right in front of the gingerbread man. I'm not joking. Guy dressed up as a gingerbread. I don't know. He's a brave man. He's either real brave or real stupid in this type of heat. As Lance Bailey cross-court pass to Luke Johnson. It's tipped and stolen by Colson Leach. Colson Leach now coming across half court. And he's going to kick it out to Alden Horn, who swings it over to John Bean. It's up. No good. Rebound by Reed McCrory. Lance Bailey not being guarded for the first time as he goes across half court. And we got about a minute left in this first quarter. All tied up at 14 on the First Federal Savings Bank scoreboard. And Ryan Dolan gets a pass, gives it up to Reed McCrory, trying to find someone. The ball is tipped, and now it's a loose ball, and it's picking up by Alden Horn. Horn trying to go on the basket, and the shot is no good. Rebounded by Reed McCrory. Gets it out to Nick McKinney, who's already across half court. Going to take a three over McClendon. It's up, no good. Rebound tipped and gotten by Colson Leach. Colson Leach going quickly as he's being guarded by McKinney. Now he's going to drive it. The shot is blocked by Lance Bailey. And now Ben Zirkle has the ball. And now Alden Horn gets it out to John Bean. And now he gets the layup in. It's North Lincoln wanted a charge. North Lincoln now trailing 16-14 with about 30 seconds left. Fast-paced action here in Pumpkin Center in the first quarter of play. Lance Bailey slowing it down, wanting to take the last shot of the quarter, 24 seconds remaining. Nick McKinney now being double-teamed in the right wing. He's trying to find someone, gets it back to Lance Bailey. And now a foul call. Colson Leach trying to take the ball away. And just like that, that's Colson Leach's second foul.
Yeah, wasn't a very smart foul out front.
And they're getting Michael DiMattia to check in for Colson Leach. So we saw last Friday Sidney Dollar getting in early foul trouble. And now the other key player, Colson Leach, who fouled out last Friday, is in foul trouble early on. 17 seconds remaining in the first quarter. And now they're going to double team Lance Bailey as he gets across half court. Cross court pass to Luke Johnson on the left wing. Got 10 seconds left. Inbounds pass to Ryan Dolan. And now Johnson trying to find any room, gets it into the paint. And now the shot is up and good by the newcomer, Keelan Vega. And a full court shot just short. As after one quarter of play, we have decided nothing on the First Federal Savings Bank scoreboard at 16 all. We'll be back for the second quarter.
It's Breakfast Madness at Mitchum's Kitchen in Vail. Check out these breakfast specials. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Sausage, steak, or liver mush biscuit for $1.39. And on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, get the big breakfast. 2 eggs, 1 meat, 1 side, biscuit or toast for $4.59. And drink is included. It's Breakfast Madness at Mitchum's Kitchen, Highway 274-27 West intersection in Vail. Call 704-276-1055.
For over 100 years, the Stamey Tysinger Funeral Home in Fallston has been providing services to families of our community with care and compassion. And now the Stamey Funeral Home has added the Cremation Center along with a new name, the Stamey Tysinger Funeral Home and Cremation Center. The Stamey Tysinger Funeral Home and Cremation Center on Highway 182 in Fallston, and the Stamey Funeral Home in Cherryville, located on Dixie Street in Cherryville, serving you with care and compassion in your time of need.
And back here at North Lincoln High School, as we're starting the second quarter, all tied up at 16 on the First Federal Savings Bank scoreboard. As in the game at point guard for North Lincoln, Keelan Viega. The pass is almost stolen by Reed McCrory. Ben Zirkle has it on the left tip. Vega almost stole it from Zirkle. And now Alden Horn has the ball. And now back to Zirkle. Zirkle gets it into Sidney Dollar on the top of the paint at the free throw line. The jump shot is in, no good, but rebounded by McClendon. And he gets the putback and is fouled. So he'll get an and one opportunity. The foul is going to be on Reed McCrory. And, you know, Reed McCrory is more built like a 3, but with as small as North Lincoln is, he's playing to 5. Or playing to 4. Him and Will Thornhill both undersized for their spots, especially against a guy like McClendon. Free throw shot rolls in and out, but is rebounded by Sidney Dollar, but taken by Reed McCrory. Now Will Thornhill has the ball. He'll give it up court to Viega, who kicks it out to Luke Johnson. Gets a 3 from the wing. Shot no good. Rebounded by Reed McCrory. And Reed McCrory gives it to Viega. Viega gives it out to Lance Bailey. Gets it back to Luke Johnson, who's going to drive it past Sidney Dollar. Shot is up, no good. The shot is blocked by Will Thornhill. Reed McCrory gets the rebound. Lays it in, no good. McClendon gets the rebound. About 4 or 5 attempts, but nothing can win in for North Lincoln. Now Sidney Dollar takes it at the top of the key. He has 2 guys on him, trying to get splits him, gets to them to Kamian McClendon. Now Michael DiMattia, corner 3, shot no good. Sidney Dollar to rebound. The rebound is up and in. As put back by Sidney Dollar gets the Mustangs a 4-point lead. The putbacks are playing a factor for East Lincoln so far. Luke Johnson has the ball on the right wing, gets across course to Viega. Viega gets it inside to Reed McCrory, pump fakes. And now Will Thornhill will take a jumper. Shot no good, rebounded by McClendon. Nothing falling right now for East Lincoln as McClendon with a crossover. Will Thornhill gives it to Alden Horn. Shot no good, he wants a foul. Luke Johnson now gives it up to Lance Bailey. Bailey gets it across half court. And now they're going to call a foul on Ben Zirkle. almost said Colson Leach, but Colson Leach is not in. He currently is in foul trouble with 2 fouls. And now Jack Carter is going to have to be careful as he comes back in the game with 2 fouls, checking in for Lance Bailey. And a timeout called. We'll be right back right after this message.
First Federal Savings Bank has been serving Lincoln County for over 75 years. Customer service is a priority at First Federal Savings Bank, where they want to get to know you by name. First Federal Savings Bank has the convenience, products, and services of larger banks with hometown people that you see throughout your community. They live here, they work here, and this community matters to the people at First Federal Savings Bank. First Federal Savings Bank has 4 convenient locations in downtown Lincoln, Boger City, Denver, and West Lincoln. Stop in and visit and see what First Federal Savings Bank has to offer you. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
And back here at North Lincoln High School, had some trouble, did North Lincoln, as a lot of second chance opportunities for East Lincoln has gotten them up 4 points, Ken.
Yes, the Knights have had trouble finding that basket, especially this quarter. They haven't hit a shot yet. They've had a couple opportunities, but haven't been able to get it in. Had a couple blocks.
Yeah, they've been getting multiple opportunities, but the shots aren't going in as Luke Johnson inbounds it to Nick McKinney. And they're going to quickly double team him and pass to Carter. Pass almost stolen as Will Thornhill going to drive up into the lane, and he gets his first basket of the night. As he needed to see one fall in after the struggles he's had. Sturgill gets past McKinney, and now DeMattia has it pump fakes the pass, and now will give it up to Cindy Dollar, who's almost at midcourt. Back to DeMattia, who pump fakes the possibility of a 3, gets it inside to McClendon. Shot is up, no good, and a hard foul. That's probably going to be on Reed McCoy there. No, it's going to be on Luke Johnson.
Got him on the way up. That's 2.
Luke Johnson, his first, team's 5th.
And now McClendon will go to the Eddie's Auto Parts free throw line. He missed his and one opportunity earlier. We'll see if he can get him here. Shot up, no good. That's been a struggle for East Lincoln. Colson Leach struggled, who comes back into the game at the free throw line Friday against Lincolnton.
Yeah, made a difference. They left a lot of points out there they could have had.
But that has been a problem for North Lincoln as well. Both shooting below 60% from the charity stripe. Second shot up and off the back iron, no good. Rebound by no one, and it's last touch by Nick McKinney, so it'll be East Lincoln ball. As checking into the game for the Mustangs is number 32, is Justin Cuffham. Haven't seen much of him this year, played a little bit in the Lincolnton game. As it's 20-18 with 6:10 remaining in the first half of play on the First Federal Savings Bank scoreboard. And whoa, oh my gosh, mistake by Papham. He got the inbounds pass and then passed it right back to Colson Leach, who was still on the baseline.
Standing right where he threw it in at.
I mean, that is just a mistake there you can't have, as now East Lincoln's going to go full court press. North Lincoln going to have to try and form the diamond to get across half court. Bailey gets the inbound pass now to Luke Johnson. Just across the three-point line, bounce pass to McKinney, who's now being double-teamed. And a hard foul, but it's stolen by Colson Leach. No foul call, and he'll get an easy layup in. And they're going to call a foul on Lance Bailey. Luke Johnson telling Nick McKinney what the mistakes he made there to give up that turnover. And the basket will count, as Colson Leach will take Eddie's Auto Parts trip to the free throw line, where he said he struggled against Friday against Lincolnton. See if the free throw line can be his friend a little bit more tonight. So it's only one free throw. Shot is up and it's in. Beautiful shot. And quickly, North Lincoln gets across half court. Jack Carter going to shoot a corner 3. It's up. No good. Rebound tipped and recovered by Colson Leach. Colson Leach now losing control of the ball. And Nick McKinney trying to gain control of it. Finally does. Now he's on the ground. Pass it to Lance Bailey. He'll get across half court. Close call there. Lance Bailey drives it in and lays it in with a floater. And it rolls in as he was trying to avoid the charge. Big mistake there by Colson Leach, losing as he pats on his shoulder saying that was my bad. Nick McKinney guarded him at a half court here. As he gets across half court, now loses control of the ball. Cindy Dollar now has it at the top of the key, being guarded by Carter. The ball is stolen, and Will Thornhill has the ball. Will give it up to Lance Bailey, and Will Thornhill's traveled as he's frustrated. He wanted a foul on that play. And KB McClendon checks back in, which is what North Lincoln does not want to see, considering the struggles they've had against McClendon. 23-20 on the First Federal Savings Bank scoreboard. East Lincoln leads. Inbounds pass to McClendon. He gets past Jack Carter, kicks it out to Alden Horn, who gives it to John Bean. Doesn't take the 3, but he'll take a jumper instead. And the shot is in and good. Quickly inbounds pass goes to Lance Bailey. He'll get it back as full court press still in effect. Jack Carter gets it across half court. And now trying to get past John Bean, can't. Now being double teamed, losing control of the ball. And now Coach Booker trying to call a timeout and does it just the right time as the ball is almost going to be stolen by Sidney Dollar, who's going to probably try to take it in for a dunk. As they take a timeout, we'll take a timeout and be right back.
Thinking about a new Cadillac? The time has never been better than now at Renato Cadillac Buick GMC in Shelby. How about 0% financing for 72 months on the all-new 2017 Cadillac sedans and the new 2017 Cadillac Escalades? And get 0% financing for 60 months on the new 2017 Cadillac XT5. Come in for all the details at Renato Cadillac Buick GMC at Renato Auto Mall, 4423 East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby. Online at RenatoCadillac.com.
And back here at North Lincoln, Coach Booker just called a timeout for the Knights, and they're down 5 with 4:59 remaining in the first half. On the First Federal Savings Bank scoreboard, 25-20 East Lincoln leads. Lance Bailey gets the inbounds pass and quickly gets it out to Jack Carter, who thought about shooting it, but Colson Leach got there just in time to prevent the shot. Now Lance Bailey gives it up to Nick McKinney, who gets it back, and now thinks about shooting a three, but Jack Carter left wide open on the left side of the wing. It's up and it's in! Gave him way too much space for the freshman. And now quick pass to John Bean, who gets it into the baseline. Tries to get the shot up, it's up, no good, gets the rebound, and it's no good. And now another rebound for Alden Horn. He gets his shot up, and that rolls out, no good. Finally, a rebound for North Lincoln. Will Thornhill gets it. Luke Johnson now going across half court, trying to get it off baseline, tries to get a swing pass, but a travel not called. Will Thornhill's shot goes up and in. And just like that, North Lincoln ties the ball game back up. Colson Leach now being guarded by McKinney, gets crossover, and now going to take a three right in front of Jack Carter's face, off the back iron, no good. McKinney gets the rebound. And now foul call on Kavian McClendon. That's going to be a second. And now sideline warning for Paul Regan, the JV head coaches. Jake Quilla checks in for Luke Johnson to give him a breather. Quilla started one game earlier in the year against West Lincoln last week. Tie ball game, 25-all. Lance Bailey being guarded heavily by Alden Horn. Inbounds pass to Will Thornhill. And the pass is blocked, shot is blocked by Cameron Sidney Dollar, and McClendon gets the rebound. Now, quick cross-court pass to McClendon. He lost control of it. Now, Sidney Dollar with a layup. It's in, no good. Quilla fighting for the rebound, and he will get it. Well, no, he did not get it. It went out of bounds, but the ref is saying it touched Sidney Dollar's foot. The East Lincoln faithful are not happy about this one here.
Dollar's having a hard time with those shots right under the basket there.
Something that you think you wouldn't have a problem with when you got the wingspan like Dollar. About 3.5 minutes remaining in the first half, all tied up between the Mustangs and the Knights. Lance Bailey going to take a spot up three. It's up. Off the back iron, no good. Rebounded by John Bean. Bean quickly going across half court. Will give it up to Ben Zirkle. Going down the baseline. Puts up a weird shot. It's up, no good. Rebound by Jake Quilla. Gives up to Jack Carter, but Quilla traveled. Quilla thought about it too much, and he traveled in a turnover. He's saying he got pushed off. Well, we got a score update. Bandy's is upsetting Lincolnton 35-30 with 2 minutes left in the first half, folks.
Cordell Littlejohn, sick, is not playing.
That's a big loss for them if they lose this game. And now an inbounds pass to McClendon. Shot is up. He was being guarded, like draped all over by Reed McCrory. I think that's who the foul's going to be on. It is.
I believe that's three.
And now second, yeah. And now they'll put East Lincoln in the bonus, but I think McClendon was shooting, so it'll be two. He takes a trip to the Eddie's Auto Parts free throw line. First shot is up and rolls around and finds itself in as East Lincoln takes a 1-point lead. Now about to see another substitution for East Lincoln. It's going to be number 5, Jake Mott, if McClendon makes this shot. Second shot is up and off the back iron, no good. Rebounded by McCrory. McCrory finds Luke Johnson as he slowly gets it across half court, being guarded by McClendon on the left wing. Gets it inside to Reed McCrory, didn't see it, but grabs it. Now kicks it out to Nick McKinney. McKinney going to drive it in and try to bounce pass it in between the legs of Ben Zirkle, but Zirkle steals it. Zirkle now loses control of the ball, but gets it out to Sidney Dollar on the left wing. Gets it back to Zirkle, and it's stolen by Nick McKinney. Lance Bailey now gets it in between John Bean's feet and gives it to Jack Carter. Now Lance Bailey has it, going to get it laid up and in, and North Lincoln takes the lead. A lot of stuff happening here. Colson Leach now getting the offense from Coach John Hancock. And they'll pass it to Ben Zirkle on the left wing. Now pass it to John Bean, but the pass is stolen, deflected, almost stolen by Lance Bailey. And Jake Mott will spell Kavian McClendon just for a little bit here. McClendon is playing with 2 fouls. John Bean will get the inbounds pass, and he'll give it to Sidney Dollar, who's on the left wing. Now floats it up to Zirkle, to Colson Leach on the right wing. Now back to Zirkle on the other wing. Passes it inside to Sidney Dollar, who's going to attack the lane, the basket, and he finally gets a layup to go in. And East Lincoln takes a 1-point lead. Back and forth we go here at North Lincoln. Lance Bailey going across half court. Telling the offensive play. Being guarded by Ben Zirkle. Quickly passes it to Jack Carter, who's being guarded by the much taller Sidney Dollar. And Carter trying to get a screen. He does. Gives it in to Lance Bailey, who didn't see it coming. Pump fakes. Gets a shot up in it. No good. But a foul's going to be on Ben Zirkle as Bailey was going up. 2 on him. That's Zirkle's second foul. Now both teams are in the bonus, but it was a shooting foul. As Lance Bailey takes the trips to the Eddie's Auto Parts free throw line. First shot is up, off the back iron, no good. And as I said, East Lincoln struggles at the free throw line, but so does North Lincoln. North Lincoln is worse. They're 55% on the year. Now the second shot goes up and in. Ties things up here with 2:09 remaining at 28 apiece. Ben Zirkle stops and he gets across half court. And now he drives it in, kicks it out to Sidney Dollar, who gives it to Jake Mott, who gets a high layup and he gets it in. Nice pass by Sidney Dollar, trying to avoid a charge, possibly. Lance Bailey slowly getting across half court as we're under 2 minutes remaining in the first half of play. East Lincoln leading by 2. Lance Bailey gets a screen from Johnson. He fakes a shot and kicks it out to Jack Carter, who has to back it up a little bit, gives it up to Lance Bailey on the right wing. And they're trying to get into a cutting Carter, but can't do it. Lance Bailey slowly trying to get the offense set back up. It's Ben Zirkle not letting him get too much space. Trying to get Carter open, and they do. They pass it to Carter, but Dollar's quickly right back there. Carter getting a screen now from McCrory. He's now going, attacking the lane, gives it up to McCrory. Pump fake by McCrory, but the shot's no good. Gets a rebound, and he gets it in. Makes up for his own mistake, this Reed McCrory, and it's tied back up again. Got 1:10 remaining in the first half. Zirkle trying to get past Nick McKinney, who's guarding him pretty heavily. McKinney likes to steal the ball. Pass to John Bean on the right wing. Now back to Zirkle, who's left open. He's going to attack the lane. He loses control of the ball, but gets it back. And now Colson Leach pump takes a corner 3. Now take a jumper. Shot short, no good. Rebound, Reed McCrory. Lance Bailey now has the ball back. Assistant Coach Snyder telling him to slow it down as Coach Booker trying to drill the team about the play call. The offense they're going to run here. Gets a pick from Reed McCrory, does Bailey. He's slowly getting it, gives it into McCrory. Shot is up and in. North Lincoln takes back the lead. The pick and roll works its magic there for the Knights. Zirkle attacking the lane. He finds a crease, but he loses control of the ball again. And the pass is stolen by Johnson and loses control of it, but it was off of Sidney Dollar. Now they're calling a foul on Sidney Dollar. That's only his first foul, as at this point Friday he had 2 fouls. Sidney Dollar also familiar with North Lincoln. His brother Cameron, until 8th grade, was a part of the North Lincoln middle school team. So he knows a lot of these guys as well. As Luke Johnson takes a trip to the Eddie's Auto Parts free throw line for the Knights, up by 2 as the East Lincoln fans trying to get Johnson off guard. A shot off the back iron, no good, rebounded by Sidney Dollar. Missed a chance to get it at least a 3-point lead, did Johnson. Zirkle has the ball, gets it across half court. He'll pass it to Sidney Dollar, now being guarded by Carter. Zirkle has it, and Sidney Dollar just passing it back and forth. Now pass it inside to John Bean.
10 seconds.
10 seconds. They're going to try to get this final shot here. Zirkle has the ball almost at midcourt now to Sidney Dollar with 4 seconds left. Sidney Dollar now attacking the lane. He'll fade away for the 3. It's up and in! Sidney Dollar with the shot at the buzzer to give the Mustangs the lead heading into the halftime break. You're listening to the Ronaldo Automall broadcast of high school basketball on WLON 1050 AM, where East Lincoln leads by a single point, 33-32 on the First Federal Savings Bank scoreboard. We'll be back for the Abernathy Chrysler Jeep Dodge halftime show.
Having trouble finding a car or truck at a price you can afford? Your troubles are over when you stop in at Milholland Automotive in Lincoln. At Milholland Automotive in Lincoln, they make buying a pre-owned vehicle easy. No credit, no money to put down. Milholland Automotive has the banks to get you approved. Come see the selection today at Milholland Automotive, 423 West Main Street in Lincoln. Visit the website at milhollandautomotive.com for a complete list of inventory, or give them a call at 704-736-1000. That's Milholland Automotive in Lincoln. The Orange Opportunity Sales Event is underway at Parker Farm Service in Kings Mountain. Come in now and ask about 0% financing for 84 months on select Kubota tractors with a big 6-year warranty. Come on in for all the details and don't miss it. The Orange Opportunity Sales Event underway now at Parker Farm Service, located at 126 Bessie Drive off the Oak Grove Road and Highway 74 bypass in Kings Mountain.
It's Breakfast Madness at Mitchum's Kitchen in Vale. Check out these breakfast specials. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Sausage, steak, or liver mush biscuit for $1.39. And on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, get the big breakfast. 2 eggs, 1 meat, 1 side, biscuit or toast for $4.59. And drink is included. It's Breakfast Madness at Mitchum's Kitchen, Highway 274-27 West intersection in Vale. Call 704-276-1055.
For over 100 years, the Stamey Tysinger Funeral Home in Falston has been providing services to families of our community with care and compassion. And now the Stamey Funeral Home has added the Cremation Center along with a new name, the Stamey Tysinger Funeral Home and Cremation Center. The Stamey Tysinger Funeral Home and Cremation Center on Highway 182 in Falston, and the Stamey Funeral Home in Cherryville, located on Dixie Street in Cherryville, serving you with care and compassion in your time of need. Start up the savings on your auto insurance with a stop at Turner Hauser Insurance Group in downtown Lincoln, your area insurance agency. Jamie Hauser invites you to stop in and find out how you can save money on all of your insurance needs, from home to auto to commercial to farm to life. Visit them at their office at 228 East Main Street, downtown Lincoln. Just look for the big blue awning. That's Turner Hauser Insurance Group, your area insurance agency. Call 704-732-9577 or visit the website at turnerhauserins.com. The 2017 Chevy Closeout Sale is underway at Abernathy Chevrolet Buick GMC in Lincoln. Save over $7,100 below MSRP on the 2017 Chevy Tahoe. Save over $3,600 below MSRP on the 2017 Chevy Camaro. Take 17% off below MSRP on many Buicks in stock. Or how about a big GMC truck? Save a whopping $9,500 below MSRP on the new 2017 GMC Sierra 1500 Crew Cab SLT truck. Come in for all the details at Abernathy Chevrolet Buick GMC, 1445 East Main Street in Lincoln.
And back here at North Lincoln High School, we've now reached halftime, and you're now listening to the Abernathy Chrysler Jeep Dodge halftime show. Evan Ludwig and Ken Link with you for tonight's game, as basically a stalemate, as East Lincoln only leading by 1 point over North Lincoln so far.
And it's been a back and forth game. I think the biggest lead was only about 5 points, and that was closed out quickly. And three-pointer by Sidney Dollar as the half ended to give his team a 1 point edge here at halftime.
Yeah, they were waiting a lot with it as they're giving away 50-50 raffle. Right now, if you win this 50-50 raffle in this gym with as many people that are here, you earned yourself the money. But Ken, let's get to the What's Up Shopper, What's Up stat sheet and get the stats for the first half of tonight's game so far.
For the East Lincoln Mustangs, leading the half, we got 2 players with 9 points. Sidney Dollar with 9 points. John Beam with 9 points. Kabian McClendon has 6 points, and leading scorer for Mustangs, Colson Leach only has 5 at the half. 2 for Alden Horn and 2 for Mott. And they have hit 3 threes, so Beam's got a 3, Sidney Dollar's got a 3, and Leach has got a 3. So they haven't really been filling it up from 3-point, but neither has North Lincoln. On their side of the ledger, leading scorer is Lance Bailey. I show him with 11 points. Reed McCoy with 4, Thunderbird with 4, 5 for Jay Carter, the freshman, 3 for McMahon, and 2 for Gregus. And they have hit 3 threes as well. Carter with 1, McMahon with 1, and Luke Johnson with a 3. On the fouls, Each team has 3 guys with a couple of fouls. Jay Carter's got 2. Luke Johnson has 2. McCrory has 2. On the East Lincoln side, McClendon has 2. Leach has 2. And Zirkle has 2.
Yeah, so if any one of those guys, McClendon, Bailey, Johnson, or Carter, or even Colson Leach, if any of them get a third foul early on, this could, change the momentum of the game with the way this game's been going. But so far, the thing that's really been killing North Lincoln is whenever they've had those second shots opportunities, they haven't got them, and they've been struggling at the foul line.
Yeah, both teams, to go hit those stats right fast. McClendon struggled. I showed him 1 out of 5. Colson Leach was 1 out of 1, so that's 2 out of 6 for the East Lincoln Mustangs. And on the other side of the ledger, I've only got the Knights hitting 1 out of 3 attempts, and one of those misses was a 1-and-1. So neither team has really been doing it at the foul line.
Yeah, so we've got ourselves a very even matchup, and with the way this game's been going, it looks like it could be like this heading into the 4th and final quarter. So be sure to stay tuned with us. This has been the Abernathy Chrysler Jeep Dodge halftime show, and we'll be right back for the start of the second half.
Sleep apnea is the interruption of sleep by a blockage to breathing. 8 million Americans go undiagnosed for sleep apnea. Dr. John L. Cloninger III of Lincoln can help you with sleep apnea problems. John III is a member of the American Academy of Dental Sleep Medicine. He can help you now overcome the symptoms of obstructive sleep apnea, such as excessive daytime sleep, loud snoring, episodes of breathing cessation where you stop breathing, dry mouth and sore throat, morning headaches, insomnia, attention problems, and more. John III is concerned that patients don't know there are treatments for obstructive sleep apnea, from CPAP to dental appliances or even surgery. John III offers a free consultation for anyone with symptoms of sleep apnea. Just call 704-735-0765 or come by 904 Doncha Drive in Lincolnton to make an appointment. Sleep longer, smile brighter, live happier. Let Dr. John L. Cloninger III put his 21 years of dentistry experience to work for you.
Back here at North Lincoln High School, about a minute or two away from the start of the second half, and let's get to the keys of the second half to see what both teams need to do to win this game. Ken, what do you think needs to be done?
Well, both teams have been an even game. I think North Lincoln has to continue to battle them on the boards. They've done a pretty good job in there battling McClendon and Dollar, and they need to keep that up. As long as they stay in foul trouble. McCoy's done an excellent job on the board so far, but probably the team that can hit a few threes that are open could break this game up.
Yeah, that could be the key, or who gets into foul trouble. You don't really know who's got once someone gets momentum in the game, it quickly turns to the other team. And now North Lincoln will get the ball to start the second half. And North Lincoln will be going left to right on your radio dial. Lance Bailey takes the ball on the inbounds pass, being guarded by Ben Zirkle. And Bailey getting it to the left side, gives it up to Nick McKinney. He tries to get in, but gets a pick from Lance Bailey and kicks it back out to Lance Bailey. Bailey pump fakes, but kicks it. Now it's going back out the three-point line. Now going to drive past him, but he'll try to pass it, but it's stolen by Colson Leach. And now Colson Leach gives it out to Ben Zirkle. And let's see, they're not going to count the shot as it was on the floor. North Lincoln likes to see that, but the foul's going to be on Nick McKinney.
For Nick McKinney, his first.
And now Cindy Dollar checks back in for Dematia. It's pretty weird. Cindy Dollar did not start the second half. But he quickly gets back in there. Zirkle going to inbounds the pass, trying to find someone to give it to. He'll give it to McClendon. He's on the left side of the edge, and a foul shot is coming up for McClendon. A foul on Jack Carter, and that's going to be the freshman's third foul. And Coach Booker quickly going to the bench. As North Lincoln bench does not like that call, thought it was a touch foul, but McClendon goes to the Eddie's Auto Parts free throw line, where he has struggled. And as I say that, he makes it nothing but net, which is something he needs to have happen. He's now 2 for 6 from the line. And unfortunately, North Lincoln could not get Mac McMahon to check back in, so Jack Carter's really going to have to play careful now. Second shot in, up and out, no good. Rebound by Luke Johnson, who gives it up to Bailey, back to Johnson. He gets across half court, being guarded by John Bean, 10 on 10. And gives it up to Nick McKinney on the left wing. He now gets a screen from McCrory. McClendon guarding the very smaller McKinney, but gets it in to Reed McCrory, pump fakes, and now gets a layup up and in, good. Reed McCrory already scoring above his average. He's only averaging about 4 points a game. He's got 6. Has the chance of Reed. come from the North Lincoln student section. Sidney Dollar to Paul's tip, but Zirkle gets it to Bean, who's going on the baseline, and he floats the shot up and in past Reed McCrory, and it's now back to a 2-point lead for the Mustangs. Bailey gives it up to Nick McKinney, who's on the right wing, being guarded softly by Sidney Dollar. A screen set up by Johnson, and gives it up to Lance Bailey on the left wing, who trips over, but the foul's going to be called on Ben Zirkle, who doesn't like the call at all.
Tigers against Mustangs, number 23, Ben Zirkle. That is his third.
And now Mac McMahon checking back in for Jack Carter, who just got in the foul trouble for 3 fouls. He avoided the 4th foul like Sidney did Friday night, Ken.
Yes, that'll be important.
Inbounds pass to Mac McMahon, who checks back in the game. Shot is short, but Reed McCrory gets the rebound to Mac McMahon, who tries to give it up to Lance Bailey, but luckily Reed McCrory gets the ball back. And a pass almost all over the place, and Bailey now has the ball. He'll take a jumper with Bean all over him, and he gets it in. Nothing but net, ties the game back up.
Lance Bailey.
And Ben Zirkle has the ball, getting a play call from Coach Hancock in his first year as the Mustangs head coach. Screen set up by Sidney Dollar, gives it up to John Bean on the left wing, gets it inside to McClendon, who gives it up to Zirkle at the top of the key, gets it in, nothing but net. 3-point basket for Zirkle, makes it a 3-point lead. 39-36 with 6:11 remaining in the third quarter. On the First Federal Savings Bank scoreboard, Bailey loses control of the ball, and Zirkle steals it as he tried to go behind the back. And Zirkle gets the layup up and in, good. So 5 straight points for Zirkle, and just like that, East Lincoln leading by 5, their largest of the game. Bailey gets through defenders, they'll kick it out to Mac McMahon, a corner 3, pass deflected, but a foul coming up. 3 shots, the foul is on Sidney Dollar. A hard fall to the ground for Matt McMahon.
Be his second.
His second foul, team second.
The fouls have been pretty even in terms of both teams. Both teams had about 7 fouls in the first half. Right now they're both knotted up at 2. McMahon makes the first shot go in on the Eddie's Auto Parts free throw line. So this is where North Lincoln needs to get better at here in the second half. Second shot up, in. Of course he'll get one more since he was shooting a 3. Now Sidney Dollar just got to the play too late, and by the time he landed on his feet, he basically ran over and made Mac McMahon fall. The third shot is up and in. McMahon makes all 3 and gets it back to a 2-point lead for the Mustangs. Colson Leach now at point guard here. He's trying to get a pick from Sidney Dollar and does. And gives it up to McClendon at the left wing. Back to Colson Leach at the top of the key. Gets some separation. Thinks about shooting it, but gives it up to Alden Horn. Now back to Colson Leach. Colson Leach going to his right. And now gives a pass up to Sidney Dollar on the left wing. Now John Bean has it. Now the Alden Horn will take a 3 from the left wing. Up and in. The 3-point shots are coming from Alden Horn now. That's now 5 of the game. Luke Johnson now has the ball. Gives it up to Lance Bailey almost at midcourt. At the horse of the night. Gives it up to Nick McKinney trying to get separation from John Bean as the student section of East Lincoln saying, EL, you know, Coach Booker doesn't like what he sees, and he's going to take a 30-second timeout, and we'll be right back.
First Federal Savings Bank has been serving Lincoln County for over 75 years. Customer service is a priority at First Federal Savings Bank, where they want to get to know you by name. First Federal Savings Bank has the convenience, products, and services of larger banks with hometown people that you see throughout your community. They live here, they work here, and this community matters to the people at First Federal Savings Bank. First Federal Savings Bank has 4 convenient locations in downtown Lincoln, Boger City, Denver, and West Lincoln. Stop in and visit and see what First Federal Savings Bank has to offer you. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Back here at North Lincoln High School, Coach Booker just called a 30-second timeout for the Knights. They're trailing by 5 with 5:11 remaining. As the 3-point shots have been falling down, not from East Lincoln's key players, but from Alden Horn and Ben Zirkle. That's gotten them a 5-point lead. Luke Johnson has it on the left wing, trying to drive it in, but he's going to try to kick it out. Gives it to Lance Bailey, who's going to drive in and kick it out to Nick McKinney, who shoots the 3 on the corner. It's up and in. Nick McKinney not known for shooting it from behind the arc, but he gets a clean look there and he gets it in. Colson Leach now trying to get the ball almost stolen, but is fouled by Nick McKinney. As East Lincoln's been good to quickly get it down the court after North Lincoln makes a shot. And that's McKinney's second foul, team's third. 44-42 now to score. East Lincoln leading by 2. Colson Leach has the ball, gets it screened from Sidney Dollar, gives it up to Alden Horn. Now gives it up to John Bean for a corner 3. It's up, it's in. Can't give him any space.
He's warming up.
Yeah, he's definitely not on that cold streak he was Friday night against the Wolves. Lance Bailey trying to get it across half court. He does. Now stops the ball and gives it up to McKinney. McKinney almost being double teamed, now being guarded by Alden Horn. Gives it up to Luke Johnson as the East Lincoln student section starting to get ruckus here. And Corey setting up a pick for Luke Johnson, being guarded heavily by McClendon. Lance Bailey has him on the right wing, trying to get something going. Now McMahon trying to set a screen for Lance Bailey. It doesn't work as he switched over to McClendon. Gives it up to Luke Johnson, who's going to drive it into the lane. Shot is no good, but a foul called as he was taking the shot up. Foul is going to be on Sidney Dollar. That's his third foul. So now Sidney Dollar in familiar territory as he was Friday. His third foul. Now let's see if Hancock tries to take him out of the game, unlike he did Friday when Sidney quickly got his fourth foul. Luke Johnson at the Eddie's Auto Parts free throw line. Shot is up and in. Jack Carter and Will Thornhill checking back in for the Knights. And Jake Mott checking in for Sidney Dollar. Looks like Hancock learned his lesson from keeping Sidney in last Friday. Doesn't want to get him his fourth foul in the third quarter. Luke Johnson now trying to make his second shot in a row. The East Lincoln crowd trying to distract him. The shot is up and in. Nothing but net. Now back to a one-possession game. It's North Lincoln keeping it within distance. Question is, can East Lincoln pull away from North Lincoln? Coastal East slowly getting across half court as he gets a pick from Mott. He gives it up to Alden Horn. John Bean left open for a corner three again. It's up. Too much on it, but rebound. No one got it. McClendon almost had it, and he last touched it, and North Lincoln will get the ball back. Alden Horn guarding. North Lincoln as the inbound pass goes to Luke Johnson. As Coastal East picks up Luke Johnson at half court. Luke Johnson trying to get the offense. He's trying to get a screen from McMahon, but he stops ball, gives it up to Lance Bailey at the top of the key. Bailey being guarded by Bean. Bailey trying to get some separation. Gives up to Jack Carter, who thought about shooting a three. Probably would have been better as he stops the ball, trying to get it up. Gives it up to Will Thornhill. Gives it to Luke Johnson as he resets the offense. Gets a screen from Will Thornhill. Does Luke Johnson. Now tries to get it in. He does to Will Thornhill. And he'll kick it out to Lance Bailey for a corner three. It's up. Rolls out, no good. Just didn't get the friendly roll there. Pass almost stolen. There's a hard fall there for McClendon. And it was last touched by East Lincoln. Now Zirkle checking in for Colson Leach. Now Luke Johnson gets the inbounds pass. Zirkle picking up Lance Bailey, who gave up the inbounds pass. Johnson being guarded by Bean at half court. Trying to get separation is Johnson. Gives up to Jack Carter, being guarded heavily by Alden Horn. Trying to get something, and a foul is called by Alden Horn, a little too close for comfort for the official. The call is going to be on Horn. Trying to rile up the freshman was Horn there. Carter will give up the inbounds pass to Lance Bailey. Bailey being guarded by Zirkle as the defensive adjustment's been called by Coach Hancock of the Mustangs. And just like that, the offense play call being called by Bailey from Coach Booker. Johnson being double teamed as he gets the ball. Ball is stolen, and now is being gained control by Alden Horn. And tries to get to Zirkle. Zirkle gets past two defenders, lays it in, rolls out, no good. But the rebound taken, and it's no foul call. But Jake Mott going to take a three from the top of key. It's up and in. Will Thornhill slams the ball in frustration. He wanted a foul call there, but isn't going to get the call. And East Lincoln now leads by 6. Bailey gets across half court pretty fast, trying to get into the lane. Ball stolen once again, and Bean has it. And now gets it behind the back. The shot is up, but they're going to call a foul. But no, travel is going to be called on John Bean. Hancock not pleased with John Bean on that one. He's quickly getting Sidney Dollar back in the game. Frustrated with John Bean. He tried to get it behind the back dribble, and with that he took about 3 or 4 steps. A big mistake to possibly pop the top off this game.
Yeah, with a couple of turnovers here by North Lincoln, Mustangs have got some easy baskets.
Nick McKinney has the ball, gets across half court, gives it up to Lance Bailey. Now to Luke Johnson at the left wing. Gives it up to Lance Bailey, gets a pass to Carter, but loses control. Could have taken a three if he had the pass right in his hands. Now back to Carter from Bailey, being guarded by Horn. Carter going to drive it into the lane. He'll kick it out to McKinney. McKinney trying to find someone, gives it up to Lance Bailey. Now inside to Ryan Dolan, who checks in the game, who should be called for 3 seconds, but doesn't. Gives it up to Luke Johnson just in time. Luke Johnson trying to get something set up, stops the ball, gives it up to Ryan Dolan at the left wing. Gives it inside to Luke Johnson, and a foul called on the Mustangs. I think that's on Kavian McClendon.
That'll be 3.
No, it's going to be on Mott. A big break there.
Oh, yeah.
That would have been a big break. What would that have been? His third foul?
Team's 5th. Checking back in for the Knights.
And checking back in for the Knights, in for Lance Bailey, is Matt McMahon. East Lincoln not happy. They wanted a foul on the ref on that play. Inbounds pass to Ryan Dolan, who's trying to give it up, and he'll give it up to Nick McKinney. 1:35 remaining. As Jack Carter doesn't have much separation trying to get it in. He'll get a screen from Dolan, but he'll drive it down the baseline, losing control, and he went out of bounds.
Turnover has been a problem for the Knights the last 4 or 5 possessions.
And now Colson Leach and John Bean checking back in. If they can maybe get a run here late in the third, this could possibly get the game out of reach for the Knights heading into the fourth. 1:24 remaining. The Mustangs are up by 6, their largest of the game. Colson Leach has the ball on the left wing, gives it up to McClendon, and Cindy Dollar gives it quickly up to McClendon. Just like that's an 8-point lead.
Nice assist.
Nice assist, yes, by Cindy Dollar. Is what he does best as a facilitator. McKinney fakes a pass over to Johnson. Now he's going to drive it, get past Cindy Dollar. The shot is blocked by Cindy Dollar. Colson Leach Ben Zirkle gets a rebound, gives it up to McClendon. McClendon gets past Jack Carter, gets a layup, no good. He gets a rebound, but he traveled. And now Lance Bailey and Reed McCrory checking back in. As North Lincoln having to keep this within 10 before the end of the quarter here with 56.4 remaining.
North Lincoln hasn't had that many shots this quarter because they've been plagued with turnovers.
And haven't been able to find an open man like they were in the first half. Carter has the ball being guarded by John Bean. Carter gets some separation from Bean, but it quickly stops. Carter now trying to get the offense. As Bean trying to anticipate the defense. He kicks it out to McMahon, who'll take a corner three, up, short, no good. Rebound Cindy Dollar, inbounds pass to John Bean, who just gets it. It was behind him. Now he tries to get the layup in, no good, but McClendon's there to clean it up, and he'll get it up to a 10-point lead. Nick McKinney now trying to hurry things up, but it's 3-on-1. He's going to have to slow it down. John Bean hurt a little bit. Jack Carter trying to get separation. He'll get the pass, but it's tipped by John Bean, who's late on defense. And Alden Horn checking in for John Bean, who's limping a little bit, a little gimpy. It's not good for the Mustangs if he's hurt severely. 23.7 seconds remaining. East Lincoln up by 10. McKinney has the ball to give it up to McMahon. He'll take a long two. It's up and in.
2-point basket.
Zirkle going to probably wait for the last shot with 15 seconds remaining. East Lincoln up 54-46 on the First Federal Savings Bank scoreboard. Zirkle gives it up to Colson Leach. Colson Leach gets separation. He's driving it inside. Now kicks it out to Cindy Dollar, who made the shot at the end of the half. She gets separation. A deep three by Cindy Dollar. Up short, no good. And after 3 quarters of play, East Lincoln able to get some separation as they lead 54-46 on the First Federal Savings Bank scoreboard. We'll be back right after these messages.
It's the Subway Sub of the Day. Each day of the week, you get a different 6-inch sub for just $3.50. Monday, the sweet onion chicken teriyaki sub. Tuesday, the oven roasted chicken sub. Wednesday, the turkey breast sub. Thursday, the Italian BMT sub. Friday, the tuna sub. Saturday, the Black Forest ham sub. And Sunday, the meatball marinara sub. Your choice, just $3.50. The Sub of the Day from Subway in Boulder City and the Walmart in Lincolnton.
Just say fill her up. Be ready for Old Man Winter with a fill up from Rhodes and Bill Oil Company in Lincoln. No matter where you live, Rhodes and Bill Oil Company in Lincoln can deliver. Just call 704-735-2508. Be ready for Old Man Winter with your winter fill up from Rhodes and Bill Oil Company, 1404 East Main Street in Lincoln. Again, call 704-735-2508. Just say fill her up from Rhodes and Bill Oil Company in Lincoln.
Back here at North Lincoln High School, East Lincoln leading by 8 points as we head to the fourth and final quarter. As East Lincoln, these two teams have been going back and forth, a pretty even matchup, but Ken East was finally able to find something going in that third quarter.
Yeah, they were able to get some threes and play good defense and force some turnovers.
Colson Leach driving it in. He'll give it up to Cindy Dollar and gives it back up to McClendon. The shot is no good, and the rebound is given up. Let's see what the foul's going to be on. It's on the floor, pushing foul on Reed McCrory, as both him and McClendon were going for the ball, but I mean, East Lincoln's probably not happy about that because Alden Horn grabbed the rebound and was taking a shot up and in.
Yeah.
We get another opportunity. Alley-oop to Cindy Dollar and stolen by Reed McCrory. The alley-oop has not worked tonight. Jack Carter driving it, and they'll give it up to Nick McKinney on the right wing and give it back up to Carter, who has a lot of space. Corner three up and no good. And Alden Horn gets the rebound. A rare miss from behind the arc by Jack Carter. Ben Zirkle has the ball. Cross half court will give it up to Alden Horn. Back into Cindy Dollar inside and kicks it to Colson Leach. A corner three up, rolls out, no good. But Kibby McClendon gets the rebound and the shot back up and in. McClendon being a huge factor getting those second chance points for the Mustangs.
Yeah, his size inside's been a factor this half.
Now Jack Carter trying to get a three, but decides not to. Passes it back to Lance Bailey. Time running out for the Knights. Only 7 minutes left, and they're down by 10. Going to have to find a way to cut into that deficit and get some stops. So McKinney gets the draw across and gives it up to Jack Carter, who's now on the left wing. Carter has the ball almost stolen from him. He zips a pass into Nick McKinney, who drives in and gets a layup. A nice pass by the freshman to the junior. 56-48 now to score on the First Federal Savings Bank scoreboard. Zirkle gives it up to Alden Horn on the left wing, being guarded by Carter. Now gives it up to Leach, who passes it quickly inside to Sidney Dollar. Sidney Dollar trying to drive into the lane, and a travel called on Sidney Dollar. And a turnover by the Mustangs is now John Bean, who has been killer from behind the arc for the Mustangs, is back in as he was gippy late in the third quarter on his left leg. Hopefully he's fine now. 56-48 on the First Federal Savings Bank scoreboard. Nick McKinney has it at the top of the key, trying to find someone to pass it to. Will give it up to Carter, being guarded by Bean. Carter trying to find some separation, trying to look inside. He'll get a screen from Reed McCrory, but he'll have to stop ball, and he'll give it up to Lance Bailey, who now drives it in on McClendon. He has to go toward the shot up and in. A nice way of somehow getting that shot up by Lance Bailey, and now North Lincoln quickly going to a full court press. Colson Leach has the ball. Being guarded by Carter, now gives it cross half court to Zirkle. Zirkle gives it up to Leach. Leach thinks about shooting his three, but gives it up to Dollar. Now back to Leach. And now timeout called by Coach Hancock, and we'll take a timeout too and be right back in 30 seconds.
Thinking about a new Cadillac? The time has never been better than now at Renato Cadillac Buick GMC in Shelby. How about 0% financing for 72 months on the all-new 2017 Cadillac sedans and the new 2017 Cadillac Escalades? And get 0% financing for 60 months on the new 2017 Cadillac XT5. Come in for all the details at Renato Cadillac Buick GMC at Renato Auto Mall, 4423 East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby. Online at RenatoCadillac.com.
Back here at North Lincoln after Coach Hancock called a 30-second timeout. It's now the deficit has been cut to 6 after it was 10, as East Lincoln had a couple turnovers on their last few possessions. Zirkle having given the ball up to Colson Leach, and now back to Zirkle as he oops it up. Now inside to Sidney Dollar, who's going to drive it in. The shot, no good. Rebound by McCrory. McCrory's had a tough job tonight having to go against Sidney Dollar and McClendon, as Johnson now going to kick it out to Jack Carter for a corner three with a lot of time. It's up, rolls out, no good. All but in for Jack Carter. As Sidney Dollar gets the rebound, Colson Leach across half court, being guarded by Carter. As Leach trying to get some separation, drives into the lane. He's going to put a shot up and in, no good. But McClendon gets the rebound, and he'll clean up the boards yet again. And it's 58-50 now for the Mustangs. It's Lance Bailey gets across half court. Will Thornhill about to check in as well as Keelan Vega. Bailey drives it in. He contorts his way with an odd shot, and he gets it up again. He wanted a foul, but he's not going to get it. Now North Lincoln back to a full court press. And they quickly get across half court to Colson Leach. He gets on the baseline, but McCrory's the only man there. He kicks it out to Zirkle, who gives it up to John Bean. And now back to Zirkle. They're setting up the offense yet again. McKinney guarding Zirkle pretty heavily. Now give it up to Colson Leach on the left wing. Gives up to Sidney Dollar. And now gets it into McClendon, who's trying to find someone, but he travels. Another traveling call. That's 2 of the last 3 possessions, as now Vega and Thornhill checking back in for the Knights, as they'll give McCrory and Carter a quick rest. It's a 6-point game with less than 5 minutes remaining. Vega gets the ball on the inbounds pass. He'll get it across half court. And just before he gets it off across half court, he'll give it up to Nick McKinney to avoid a backcourt violation. McKinney trying to get something past. He stops the ball, gives it up to Vega on the right wing. The ball almost stolen, but a foul's going to be called on Colson Leach as he was trying to go for the steal. And the next foul for East Lincoln will put North Lincoln into bonus. And that's something we do have to mention here. North Lincoln is now in the bonus. East Lincoln about 3 or 4 fouls away from being in the bonus. Luke Johnson passes out to Will Thornhill's jump shot up, no good. Rebound by Vega. Vega getting it out back and trying to get it back in. He drives the baseline pass. Bean will kick it out to Luke Johnson, who pump fakes. Now he's driving, tries to get a shot up in, no good. Rebound by Vega. And now he's going to try to be double teamed. He'll give it up to Nick McKinney. They're going to have to get one of these shots to fall in if they want to stay in this game. Johnson on the corner gives it up to Vega, who's going to drive it in. He loses control of the ball, but Johnson able to get there at the time. Lance Bailey having to drive the ball. Now he's trying to go. He gives a pass up to Vega. Vega all over the place, trying to find the ball, gives it up to Johnson. He shoots a 3. And a timeout called by Coach Booker, as a lot of calls wanting to be called by East Lincoln. They wanted a lot of stuff there, but they got none of it. No, we'll take a quick timeout and be right back.
Thinking about a new Cadillac? The time has never been better than now at Renato Cadillac Buick GMC in Shelby. How about 0% financing for 72 months on the all-new 2017 Cadillac sedans and the new 2017 Cadillac Escalades? And get 0% financing for 60 months on the new 2017 Cadillac XT5. Come in for all the details at Renato Cadillac Buick GMC at Renato Auto Mall, 4423 East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby. Online at RenatoCadillac.com.
And back here at North Lincoln, Coach Booker called a timeout for the Knights as they're having trouble in the offense possession. We're getting a lot of putbacks or offensive rebounds, but they weren't able to make any shots.
No, they were not. They were really hustling, especially Vega. He's all over the place.
Yeah, that's what they like him. He has a lot of hustle, just not the best shooter. So remember, the next foul for East Lincoln will put North Lincoln in the bonus. As East Lincoln only leading by 6. Vega gets it from Bailey and almost stolen by Colson Leach. Bailey going to drive it in. He'll get it inside to Luke Johnson, and the shot no good. The layup is no good. And Sidney Dollar gets the rebound. Another missed opportunity for the Knights. Zirkle now directing the offense here, gives it up to Colson Leach. Be big if East Lincoln can score off the missed layup by North Lincoln. Zirkle open for a 3, but will give it up to Bean. And now gives it back up to Zirkle. He'll give it up to Sidney Dollar, who now is going to drive past McKinney, going to drive it in. The shot no good, but a foul, and I think it's going to be on Will Thornhill. And it is.
Gets a nice number 32, Will Thornhill.
And that'll send Sidney Dollar to the Eddie's Auto Parts free throw line. East Lincoln still 2 away from getting in the bonus. Shot rolls in good. As after the struggles on the free throw line last Friday by the Mustangs, they needed to see some of these shots go in. Second shot up and in, makes both of them, and it's back to an 8-point game with 3:22 remaining. That's Bailey getting across half court, gives it up to Nick McKinney, tries to get it into Will Thornhill, but can't because of McClendon. McKinney being guarded by Sidney Dollar. Pick and roll, as now gives it up to Lance Bailey as he couldn't get anything going for Thornhill. Bailey driving it in, losing control of the ball, and it was tipped by McClendon's hands. The wingspan actually hurt McClendon on that play. In a rare instance where wingspan hurts you in basketball. Still an 8-point lead for the Mustangs on the First Federal Savings Bank scoreboard. McClendon kind of can't believe that was on him.
Yeah, the Knights are really having to work hard to get an open shot, and unfortunately they got a layup the last possession and couldn't knock it down.
And then East Lincoln was able to get 2 shots with 2 points from the free throw line to make it back to an 8-point lead. Inbounds pass by Bailey, gives it up to Thornhill. Vega now has it. Vega trying to get past Ben Zirkle. Now he stops the ball. He's going to have to give it up. He'll give it up to Jack Carter. Under 3 minutes left in the game now. It's Carter trying to find someone, but it's tough in this defense right now. East Lincoln has done great in the second half. Vega now has the ball at the top of the key. He kicks it out to Lance Bailey. He'll take a 3, and it's no good off the back iron, no good, but Thornhill gets the rebound. He drives it in, shot no good, but a foul on McClendon.
Mustangs to 1. McClendon, his 3rd foul.
That's McClendon's 3rd.
Team 7.
But now Will Thornhill has to make both of these free throw shots here to keep him in the game on the Eddie's Auto Parts free throw line. First shot rolls out, no good. Didn't get that friendly roll. As Nick McKinney checks in for Vega, trying to get themselves some more shooting. 2:41 left, 60-52. Will Thornhill, the senior, on the free throw line. He's taking a couple bounces now, takes a shot up, and no good. Sidney Dahl off the rebound as Will Thornhill misses both. Crucial misses there. And Hancock will take a timeout, a full timeout, and we'll be right back.
First Federal Savings Bank has been serving Lincoln County for over 75 years. Customer service is a priority at First Federal Savings Bank, where they want to get to know you by name. First Federal Savings Bank has the convenience, products, and services of larger banks with hometown people that you see throughout your community. They live here, they work here, and this community matters to the people at First Federal Savings Bank. First Federal Savings Bank has 4 convenient locations in downtown Lincoln, Boger City, Denver, and West Lincoln. Stop in and visit and see what First Federal Savings Bank has to offer you. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
We make a joyful noise cheering our favorite high school football teams on Friday nights and our favorite college teams on Saturday. The family of faith at Ryan Heights United Methodist Church would like to invite you to come and make a joyful noise for the Lord on Sundays. Sunday school is at 10 and worship is at 11. Ryan Heights United Methodist Church is in Lincolnton on Madison Street, just up from Betty Ross Park. Come make a joyful noise with us.
Back here at North Lincoln as time is running out, Ken, for the Knights to possibly pull off a win here.
Yes, they're going to have to get some stops and shoot quickly and make some buckets.
They're down to 8 with 2:36 remaining. East Lincoln has the ball. Inbounds pass by Zirkle. Trying to find someone, and he'll finally get it. Oh, almost stolen by Lance Bailey, and the ball almost goes out of bounds. Coach Booker was wanting that call there, as East Lincoln was wanting to foul Lance Bailey. Zirkle does, Leach does get across half court, and will give it up to Cindy Dollar. A close call there for the Mustangs. Zirkle has the ball, being guarded by Carter. He'll give it up to John Bean. East Lincoln wanting to burn as much clock as they can. And now a foul is called by Lance Bailey. As Colson Leach tries to shove Lance Bailey out of the way, as Bean trying to be the mediator here in this situation. So Leach has got to be careful here. Both him and Bailey.
Yeah, that's the situation. You got the foul. Just go to the line and hit them. Don't get angry.
Well, they're not at the bonus yet.
They're not quite.
Yeah, the next foul will be the bonus. As Coach Booker trying to tell the Knights to watch the screen. They give it to Colson Leach, nearly as much trouble as the last time on the inbounds pass. He'll get it across half court. Being guarded by Bailey. Now to Zirkle. He's being guarded by Carter. Now to Bean. He's being guarded by McKinney. McKinney trying to find something. And a foul is called.
Off the ball.
Off the ball. It's going to be on McClendon. And honestly, that's the smartest thing North can do here with McClendon's struggles at the free throw line. It's a hack-a-shack in this scenario.
Team 7.
It's going to be a 1-and-1.
1-1, KB and McClendon.
McClendon takes an important trip to the Eddie's Auto Parts free throw line. Let's see if he can at least make one of them. First shot is short.
Didn't draw iron.
I thought it at least tipped it, but apparently it was an air ball. So big missed air by McClendon. Now North Lincoln has to get something on this possession. Has to get something on the scoreboard here. Remember, the next foul is a bonus for North Lincoln. Carter has the ball in the corner, being guarded by Bean.
They have to get a shot quickly here.
They have to get a shot, but they don't have to take an awful shot. McKinney trying to get something. He'll give it up to Bailey on the left wing.
Needs a screen.
There it is. Screen, and he does. He gets a little room, and no good, but Carter tips it, and he gets his own rebound. As Coach Booker wanted to foul there, lots of heavy contact by Bean. Now Carter has the ball back. A minute and a half remaining. North Lincoln down by 8. Is now passed inside the Will Thornhill, and it's turned over. Cindy Dollar has it. Cindy Dollar now driving into the lane. Who gets a Euro step? The shot goes in, and that might be the dagger for tonight's game. McKinney quickly going across half court. They're now down 10. McKinney kicks it out to Luke Johnson, who will take a 3, but it's tipped and it's no good. Thornhill with the rebound, but can't gain control. And now it's going to be East Lincoln ball, as they're telling Lukey airball it. That one might be it for the game, as East Lincoln might escape with a victory and a hard-fought win. But we've seen stranger things. They gave up a 12-point lead to Lincolnton in the conference championship game with a minute left last year. And bounce pass to Colson Leach, as Booker wanting a push-off foul on Leach, but he's not getting it. Now there's a foul call, but it's on Lance Bailey. Bailey pleading his case, trying to get the push-off foul, but it's not going to be called.
Number 11, Lance Bailey, his third, team's 8. Number 22, Colson Leach.
And Colson Leach takes a trip to the Eddie's Auto Parts free throw line as the East Lincoln student section telling the North Lincoln student section this is their house. Leach's shot rattles in, it's good. That gets it up to an 11-point lead, the largest of the ball game for either team. Leach now trying to get it up to a dozen here with this free throw shot. Can he ice the game? No, he can't get it there. Rebound by Will Thornhill. Gives it up quickly to Lance Bailey. Bailey now driving it in, and the shot is up and good. Gets it back within 10. McClendon gives it up to Zirkle, and Zirkle being fouled on the play by Bailey. And now Zirkle going to have to make free throw shots here.
Well, whether they can hold this lead is up what they do on the foul line, that's for sure.
And now that's going to be Lance Bailey's 4th foul, so one of their best players is in foul trouble, as he had 3 fouls in the last minute. Zirkle going to have to get both of these here to get it over 10. First shot is up and in. Gets it back to a double-digit lead, which is the key. Can Zirkle ice the game here potentially? And the shot goes up. Rattles out, no good. Thornhill with the rebound. Going to have to get it quickly. And now McKinney gets it almost stolen. And now Will Thornhill trying to get it to someone as he can't shoot the three. And McKinney has the ball trying to get someone. Now gives it to Bailey, who shoots it. No good. Rebounded by Colson Leach. And Colson Leach, a hard foul by Thornhill.
Fans didn't like it.
Well, Thornhill trying to get a foul as quick as he can. Understand the scenario he's in. So now Thornhill with 4 fouls.
On the line for 2, Colson Leach.
Now Colson Leach going to the Eddie's Auto Parts free throw line. His first shot is up and no good, but of course we're now in a double bonus for East Lincoln. Can Leach make the second shot and get it up to 11? Second shot up, no good, but the rebound goes to Cindy Dollar, who lays it up and in! Dollar gets it back up to a dozen. Lance Bailey trying to pass it to Will Thornhill, but gives it up to Luke Johnson, who's deep in the three. Fakes the three, gives it up to McKinney, who shoots the corner three, up and in. It's good, and Booker will call a timeout for the Knights. It's a full, and we'll take a timeout, be right back.
Doctor, what's wrong with my husband?
Let's take a look.
CKDKDS Macron.
Oh, yes, I've seen this before. Your husband has coyote fever.
Coyote fever?
Yes, he's obviously learned of the hot deals going on now at your local Coyote tractor dealer.
Is this serious?
Very serious. Now's the best time to buy one of the best-selling tractors on the market. If you care at all about your husband, you'll drive him over to the Coyote dealer now. Oh, and I'm writing you a prescription for great deals on all implements, too.
Your Coyote dealer is West End Sales, Highway 1827 intersection in Vale.
When Auto Owners Insurance was founded in 1916, the world was quite different. Yet with all that's changed, our commitment to be there when you need us most hasn't. By teaming up with independent agents, we've made a difference for generations of customers, and will for generations to come. And by making a difference every day, 100 years seem to go by in a flash.
Your local Auto Owners Insurance Agency is Mooney Insurance Agency, located at 528 East Main Street in Maiden. Call 828-428-8231.
Back here at North Lincoln has a quick foul called, and that'll send Ben Zirkle to the free throw line. As North Lincoln now trailing by 9, as Coach Booker just called North Lincoln's last timeout. They have no more remaining with 26 seconds remaining, and down by 9. 9 going to have to take a miracle here for North Lincoln to win this one tonight. They might need a Christmas miracle. Zirkle's first shot is up and no good. If East Lincoln were able to make all the free throws in the last 2 minutes, this would have been ball game already. Zirkle now trying to make at least one. Second shot is up and in. It gets it back up to double-digit lead. Carter takes the ball, 24 seconds and counting remaining. He's going to have to try to find someone quickly. Gives it up to Thornhill. Thornhill now driving into the lane, and he gets a shot to fall in. Now back to an 8-point lead. And now Colson Leach has the ball, and he is going to be fouled. And that's Will Thornhill's 5th foul. And that'll be his fouled out of the game now for Will Thornhill. Now they'll check back in Reed McCrory. And Colson Leach possibly put the final dagger in the game here if he can make both of these here with 13 seconds. On the Eddie's Auto Parts free throw line. The lead is 8. Colson Leach can get it to 10. The first shot is up and rolls in there. It was short, but it got that friendly roll off the back of the backboard and rolled into the basket. Now the second shot about to go up for Colson Leach. It's up, and it is off the back iron, no good. Rebound tip, but rebounded by Cindy Dollar, and they can just ice it here unless Nick McKinney fouls him. Cindy Dollar didn't really understand that, but got to remember he took a swipe at Robbie Cowie's basketball when he was trying to ice it last week.
Yes. 9.6 seconds.
Cindy gets it to roll in, and it's back up to a 10-point game, likely ending the ball game for the Knights, unless you somehow get 10 points in 9 seconds, which is highly doubtful. Cornell Mel making an 11-point lead for the Mustangs. As Bailey going across half court for the final time tonight, gives up to Jack Carter. He'll take a three. It's up and in. A deep three there, but too little, too late for the Knights. As East Lincoln is able to take this one away and get a big win before the Christmas break as they win 70-62. As a great game here tonight at Pumpkin Center, and we'll be back for the Weston Sales postgame show on KTCBroadcasting.com and on WLON 1050 AM.
Celebrating 50 years. It's the Glen Oaks Golf Club. Hard to think how many birdies have been made over those years, and oh yeah, how many double bogeys too. Whether it's a birdie, par, or bogey, you'll love the Glen Oaks Golf Club. It's open to everyone. Visit the beautiful pro shop with driving range, snack bar, banquet facility, bar, picnic, shelter, and swimming pool. Great for group outings. Reserve your tee time by calling 828-428-2451 or visit the website at glenoaksgolf.com.
There's a storm coming. We may not know its path, but your independent auto owner's insurance agent knows no matter what happens, we'll be there when you need us most. Strong through every storm. That's how it's been for our first 100 years, and how it will be for generations to come.
Your local auto owners insurance agency is East Lincoln Insurance Agency on Highway 16 in Denver. Call 704-483-3243.
Every morning is different for everybody. Nate gets up for the early shift, while Brad is just getting home from the night shift. Pam runs a PR and a 5K, while Drew runs late to work. Beth proposes a road trip to her boyfriend, while Mark proposes to his girlfriend. Luckily, there's a McDonald's for every morning.
Start your morning with a rich, smooth, and freshly brewed McCafe coffee. And now, get any size for just $1 at McDonald's. Limited time offer. Price of participation may vary. A la carte only.
When you need a ride, Specialized Transport has exactly what you're looking for, serving Gaston, Lincoln, Catawba, Burke, Caldwell, and Cleveland counties. Specialized Transport has your area covered. Ambulatory, wheelchair, and geriatric chair transport. Handicap transportation services and non-medical transport services are available as well. When you need a ride, call Dean Hastings at 704-735-5676. Specialized Transport will get you where you need to be. 704-735-5676.
Shuttle service to the Charlotte Airport is now available from Specialized Transport.
'Cause I saddle up my horse.
It's time to get ready for Christmas at Al Lane Motorsports in Lincoln. Come in now and see the new Can-Am DS70, the Can-Am DS90, and the new Can-Am DSX90, all ready to ride. Also check out the new Kemco 270. And Al Lane Motorsports is golf carts. Totally street legal and ready to roll with a 2-year warranty starting at $56.99. Fun for the entire family starts at Al Lane Motorsports, Highway 27 east of Lincoln.
We're community-minded. We believe in what we do. We love this town. We live in just like you.
We're a community bank. That's why we always try to approach things from a community-minded point of view. When something is in the best interest of the communities we serve, it's good for us as well. We're community-minded, just like you.
Carolina Trust Bank, member FDIC. Community-minded, just like you.
We're community-minded, just like you.
Carolina Trust Bank with 3 offices in Lincoln, also in Gastonia, Denver, Forest City, Hickory, Lake Lure, and Vale. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
'Cause I saddle up my horse.
And back here at North Lincoln High School, you're now listening to the Weston Sales Stadium postgame show as the final here at North Lincoln High School. East Lincoln wins 70-62. And again, it was an even game back and forth between the first half of play, but second half, East Lincoln just had a little bit more, and that second half was able to pull away. But, I mean, North Lincoln did give a fight. It's not like they just completely blew them out of the water.
I was impressed with North Lincoln. They hung in there, and they East Lincoln ratcheted up the defense and forced some turnovers, and really started taking advantage on the backboards second half, and I think that was the difference.
Yeah, another difference in this game too. North Lincoln had 2 open layups in this game tonight, and they missed them, and they were missing free throw shots too. So, and an 8-game differential between 2 rivals, that's a big factor in tonight's game. But you know, big night here for tonight. But let's go ahead and give the stats away from both teams and see how everyone did tonight.
Well, for the victorious Mustangs, Kavian McClendon led the way. He and Sidney Dollar, I had them both with 17 points. Both of them were really big on the boards. McClendon was the leading rebounder. John Bean had 14 points. And Colson Leach was a really quiet game. He only had 8 points on the night, but he had a good floor game, but he wasn't the big scorer for him tonight. Ben Zirkle had 6 points. Adam Horn had 7, and Mott had 7. On the North Lincoln side, they were led by Luke Johnson with 17. McKinney had 8. Balance scored, and Reed McCoy had 6. Will Thornhill had 6. And Carter had 8 points.
Yeah, 8 points. He got that late 3 at the end of the game. That's the final here, 70-62. Now, before we wrap ourselves up here and get out of here, let's get our players of the game. First, the Subway sub of the game.
We're going to give that Subway sub of the game to Will Thornhill, who came off the bench, played a lot of minutes, had 6 points, battled the East Lincoln big guys inside, and had an excellent game, I think, off the bench.
And now our Campers Inn player of the game. It's hard to argue about KB McClendon, who really showed up tonight.
He did. Had 17 points, a slew of rebounds, and blocked at least 2 or 3 shots. So he was big inside for the Mustangs tonight.
Yeah, and I mean, those second chance points were really what gave them the win, was just McClendon able to get the rebound past, Reed McCrory, a smaller guy for playing the position he plays, and he was able to take full advantage of this, of the mismatch tonight. So that'll do it here for tonight. The final, once again, on the First Federal Savings Bank scoreboard is East Lincoln 70, North Lincoln 62, as East Lincoln now improves to 5-2 and 2-1 in conference, and North Lincoln falls to 4-4 and 1-2 in the conference. Of course, both these teams will be playing in the Christmas tournament. North Lincoln will be playing in the Lincoln County Christmas tournament at West Lincoln High School this year. They'll be playing North Gaston to start things off, and then they'll play West Lincoln. And of course, East Lincoln plays their own East Lincoln Holiday Jam, which they've hosted for the past 5 or 6 years. So be sure and go out and watch some high school basketball during Christmas break. Take your family out and watch them. But our next broadcast, Ken, will be on January 5th. This is our last broadcast of 2017. And boy, is it another big one, as Lake Norman Charter will be coming to Lincolnton to take on the Wolves.
Probably be a big game, depending on what happens tonight. There's some other games going on tonight, and don't have any finals, but we enjoyed bringing this to you tonight between these two rivals, and wish everybody a Merry Christmas.
Of course, I think you will be able to get all the scores tomorrow on the Best in Sports show on WCSL, so be sure to listen to that. So in case you're, this is it for us in 2017 until 2018. We wish you a happy holiday season, whether you're celebrating Hanukkah currently, Christmas, Kwanzaa, whatever it is, and we hope to see you in 2018. Good night, everyone.
It's time to get ready for Christmas at Al Lane Motorsports in Lincoln. Come in now and see the new Can-Am DS70, the Can-Am DS90, and the new Can-Am DSX90, all ready to ride. Also, check out the new Kimco 270. And Al Lane Motorsports is golf carts, totally street legal and ready to roll with a 2-year warranty, starting at $56.99. Fun for the entire family starts at Al Lane Motorsports, Highway 27 east of Lincoln.